The WRU recently held an afternoon to recognise the achievements of Welsh international referees at the stadium. As well as an awards presentation, there was an unveiling of an international referees board, recognising all those capped since 1883.
It's great to see some of the old characters from years gone by, you know, some of the great names in refereeing. Derek Bevan, Leighton Hodges, Gareth Simmons, you know, all coming together today to celebrate the unveiling of the International Honours Board. It's great for us all. Throughout the years, when you look back to people like Gwyn Walters, Clive Nolan, as I mentioned, Derek Bevan, who did a World Cup final, and now Nigel Owens as well, who's probably one of the best referees in the world at the moment. We've got a massive refereeing heritage, and luckily, you know, that is continuing. We've got a lot of young, good referees coming through at the moment, so hopefully that vein will carry on.
There's not many unions, I don't think, that would hold a lunch like this, you know, purely to celebrate the achievements of the refereeing community, and I think it's, you know, fantastic that the WRU's leading the way there. But look, it is hugely important, and you know, the referees put in a lot of work, you know, both mentally and physically, just like players, and the referees department at the union put a huge amount of time, investment and money into the development of referees, and I think it's great for, you know, for the referees department and the union to you know, to recognise those achievements, not just by individuals but by the whole group really.
I've been working with Leighton now for about 2.5-3 years, and he's come on leaps and bounds, in fairness to him, and you know, he was very raw a couple of years ago. We've put a few things right, and that was rewarded this summer when he was capped by the IRB on 2 occasions, his first one out in Canada, then over into South Africa. So it's been great for him to see him, but obviously underneath that, you know, we've got 3 or 4 youngsters coming through as well now, so they're all going to be chomping at the bit really to get near him. So yes, there's a lot of competition, but it's great to see that sort of conveyor belt of referees carrying on in Wales.
When I first started refereeing, I was just happy to be a WRU referee, and then, you know, I would just been happy to be a Premiership referee, and you know, and all of a sudden there I was standing on the pitch in Canada first of all, and then down in South Africa, and you know, all a bit surreal really. It's but you know, extremely, you know, proud of obviously as well.
And we've got a very good structure within the Principality, as you mentioned, through the colleges rugby, the schools rugby, and then coming through the divisions into the Premiership, the B&I Cup, the LV Cup. So there's a very good grounding for these young referees now, and obviously we've got to be careful as well how we nurture these youngsters, not to push them too quickly. Yes, they've got to get game experience, but you know, there's a great career for these young referees out there now.
It's with great pleasure and honour and privilege that on behalf of us here I can present you with this trophy to say a big diolch yn fawr iawn. I think we're so proud of you.
Nigel's you know, a special ref, and it's you know, my achievement, as proud as I am of it, you know, I think it you know, pales into insignificance a little bit really with what Nigel's achieved in the game, and you know, for me and for any other referee coming through the WRU ranks at the moment, you know, to have a role model like Nigel is, you know, is fantastic. You know, he is, you know, in my eyes, one of the, you know, in the top 3 referees in the world, and you know, to have him available for advice and words of wisdom, you know, but you know, he was cap number 54 and number 55, and it's you know, a tough act to follow.